Hello everyone, this is Vrushali and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In previous session we discussed about CSMS-CD and CSMS-CA techniques with example. I have mentioned a complete computer network subject playlist link in below description box. Now in today's session we will discuss the next important topic, that is switching techniques. Let's start the session. At the end of this session, you should learn about all the type of switching techniques with example, and at the end we will discuss a question bank. Now, the first point is what exactly switching techniques. As we discussed earlier, in computer network, there are multiple devices are present and these devices are share information with each other. Sometimes what happen, these multiple devices share the same communication channel for sending information purpose. Communication channel means either it is wired devices or wireless devices. So, switching technique is used when multiple devices share the same communication channel simultaneously. So, this technique improve the efficiency and accuracy in network. There are total three types of switching technique like circuit, packet and message switching technique. Let's discuss it one by one. Now, the first topic is what exactly circuit switching. This circuit switching technique works on three steps like establish the connection, data transfer and disconnect the connection. See here in this particular image, this is a structure of circuit switching. There is a computer 1, 2, 3 and 4. Four devices are present in network and there are multiple switches are there. We use switches when multiple devices share the same communication channel. Now, computer 1 want to send information to the computer 4. So first step is computer 1 send signal to computer 4. Computer 4 check that is there any path is available for sending the information, and if path is available they send acknowledgement signal to the computer 1 that path is available, you can send the information. Now the next step is data transfer. So computer 1 send information in the format of voice information to the computer 4 in the particular available path. And after sending information, computer 4 receive the information, send acknowledgement to the computer 1 and after that connection disconnected between these two devices. So generally circuit switching technique used in public telephone network. For example, person 1 and person 2. Person 1 call a person 2 and if person 2 is busy on another call, they give the message that call is busy, you can try after some time. But if call is not busy, then connection is established between person 1 and person 2 and then they share the information. So this is a concept of circuit switching. Now, there are some advantages of circuit switching, like there is a dedicated communication channel between two devices. It is more secure than any other switching technique. There is no data loss, consistent connection between the two devices, and there is a guaranteed result if there is no any network errors have occurred. Now the next one is disadvantages of circuit switching. So this circuit switching generally used for voice communication purpose only and the dedicated channel cost is more as per their application and sometimes extra time is required to establish the connection between the two devices. Now the next is switching technique is called as packet switching technique. So packet switching technique has total three steps. First, to generate the packet. Second, to find out the shortest path. And third, reassemble the packets at the end. So see here in this particular image, this is the structure of packet switching. Now, computer 1 want to send information to the computer 3. What happened? First, they generate the packet. For example, this is the complete information like 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this first complete message is divided into the smaller pieces and this pieces is called as packet like packet 1, packet 2, packet 3 and packet 4. So each packet contain source address, destination address and sequence number. Right. So computer 1 is a source address and destination address is for computer 3. So after generating packet, the next is to find out the shortest path. So computer 1 broadcast these packets in this particular network. So every packet, like packet number 4, find out the shortest path to reach to the computer 3. Then packet number 3 again find out the shortest path to reach to the packet 3 in this way. And at the end, by using shortest path, all the packets have sent to the destination PC. Now, the third step is to reassemble the packets. So at computer 3, computer 1 send sequence number 1, 2, 3 and 4. So at computer 3 get the same sequence like 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is called as packet switching. If any packet is missing or corrupted, sender resend a message. And after getting all the message packets at the destination PC, so this destination computer send acknowledgement to the source that message have received correctly. So this is the concept of packet switching. Now the next one is advantages of packet switching. So the first advantage is it do not require massive secondary storage because it divide the data into the smaller packets. And if a particular node is busy, the packet find another shortest path, right, to reach the destination. So basically it provide a reliable communication. And path is established after sending the packets. No need to require any established or prior path. The another disadvantages of packet switching is sometimes what happen, the network is overloaded, corrupted, so packet is lost. They lost the information, right? And they also reduce the overall speed of data transmission, and packet switching is very difficult or complex to set up in larger network. Now, the next and last type of switching technique is message switching. See here in this particular image, this is a source address, source computer, and this is a destination computer. Now, this computer want to send information to this computer, right? What happened in message switching? See, source address send message to this intermediate node. Intermediate node store the message, check transmission error and destination address, and this forward this message to the next intermediate node. Intermediate node again check there are any network error, transmission error, and they store the message and forward to the next intermediate node. And this intermediate node also checks same destination address and forward to the destination computer. So this process is continue until message reach to the destination. Sometimes what happen, suppose this node send information to this intermediate node and this node is busy in some another communication. So this intermediate node store the message and goes to waiting state. They wait after when getting a particular intermediate node is free. So basically this is called as store and forward network. And this message switching is used in Telegram application. Now, the next is advantages of message switching. So here, due to this type, traffic conjunctions can be reduced because they temporarily store the information and then forward the next node. And they share the communication channel. They get the better accuracy and better bandwidth. And message of unlimited size of message can be sent in network. The next is disadvantages of message switching. So they store the message in particular intermediate node, right? So they require a large storage capacity. And due to store and forward method, there is delay in communication. They require a maximum time. And last is it is unsuitable for real time application. For example, there is weather related data, prediction related data, some live crickets, or there is some another live data, right? So the real time applications for that purpose it is not suitable. So this is called as message switching. Now the next is difference between circuit and packet switching. As per your exam point of view, this is one of the most important question. In circuit switching, there are total three phases are required: establish the connection, data transfer, and connection release. In packet switching, they can directly transfer the data from source to destination. Here, there is a physical path is present between source and destination, and in packet switching, no physical path is present. There are different intermediate nodes are there. No direct connection between source and the destination. And in circuit switching, there is a reserve bandwidth and fixed path is there. But in packet switching, no resource reservation because bandwidth is shared between all the among intermediate nodes as well as source and destination nodes. Here in circuit switching, wastage of resources is more, there is a less wastage of resources. And packet switching also use stored and forward technique, circuit switching not used. Now, in circuit switching, transmission of data is done by directly source, but in packet switching, transmission of data is done by source as well as intermediate nodes. Packet switching is suitable for handling more traffic, circuit switching is not suitable. And circuit switching implemented in physical layer of OSI model and packet switching implemented in data link layer and network layer of OSI model. Now, as per your exam point of view, these two are the most important question, like difference between circuit and packet switching for 6 marks and difference between circuit, message and packet switching for 6 marks. So thank you. This is all about a switching techniques.